If you receive CPP, OAS, or both, the next few minutes could be the most important thing you read this month. The May 2026 payment date is confirmed, the amounts have changed, and there are details in this update that directly affect how much money lands in your bank account, when it arrives, and whether you are receiving everything you are actually entitled to. Most seniors either do not know these details or find out about them too late to act. That changes right now. Everything gets covered here in plain language. No government jargon, no confusing fine print, just the facts you need explained clearly so you can protect every dollar you have earned. The May 28th payment date. What you need to know. The confirmed CPP and OAS payment date for May 2026 is Wednesday, May 28th, 2026. Write that down. Put it in your phone, tell your spouse or caregiver. May 28th is the date Service Canada has confirmed for direct deposit payments this month. If you receive a check in the mail rather than direct deposit, your check will be mailed out several business days before that date. Physical delivery depends on Canada Post and your location. Rural seniors in particular should allow an extra 2 to 4 business days for arrival after the 28th. Why May 28th and not later in the month? This is something that confuses many people. CPP and OAS are not paid on the first of the month. They are paid on the last business day of the month, with adjustments made when that day falls on a weekend or a statutory holiday. In May 2026, May 29th is Thursday, May 30th is Friday, May 31st is Saturday, and June 1st is Sunday. So the government processes the payment on the last working Wednesday that falls within the appropriate window, which is May 28th. If you do not see your money in your account by the end of business on May 28th, do not panic immediately. Banks sometimes take until midnight to post government deposits. Give it until the morning of May 29th. If by May 29th at noon your deposit still has not appeared, it is time to contact Service Canada or your bank directly. The Service Canada number for payment inquiries is 1-800-277-9914. Keep that number somewhere easy to find. The Canada Revenue Agency and direct deposit. A detail that matters. The CRA made quiet administrative changes to how direct deposits are processed for seniors on certain banking platforms. If your bank recently changed its routing system, or if you updated your banking information with Service Canada in the past few months, there is a small window where a payment can be delayed by 1 to 3 business days. This is not a crisis, but it is something worth knowing so you are not sitting by the phone worried that your money has disappeared. If a delay occurs, follow the 5-step process outlined later in this update before assuming anything has gone wrong. Your CPP amount for May 2026. The real numbers. How much will you actually receive? The honest answer is that it depends on your personal situation. But here are the numbers that apply to most people so you can check your own amount against what is standard. The maximum monthly CPP retirement pension for 2026, adjusted as of January 1st, is $364.60 per month for someone who started collecting at age 65 with a full contribution history. However, this is critical to understand. The average CPP payment that most Canadians actually receive is significantly lower than the maximum. The average hovers around $760 to $830 per month for most recipients. This is because CPP is based on how much you contributed during your working years and for how long. If you took time away from work, worked part-time, had lower-paying employment, or took your CPP early at age 60, your monthly amount will be lower than the maximum. If you started your CPP before age 65, your payment is permanently reduced by 0.6% for every month you took it early, up to a 36% reduction if you started at age 60. On the other hand, if you delayed your CPP beyond age 65, your payment increases by 0.7% for every month you waited, up to a maximum 42% increase if you waited until age 70. Your May 2026 CPP payment is your personal number based on your own contribution history. The best place to confirm your exact amount is your My Service Canada account online or by calling Service Canada directly. Your OAS amount for May 2026. Confirmed figures. Old age security is different from CPP. It is not based on your work history. It is a flat benefit paid to Canadians who are 65 or older and who meet the residency requirements. For the April to June 2026 quarter, which includes your May 2026 payment, the maximum OAS pension for seniors aged 65 to 74 is $743.05 per month. For seniors aged 75 and older, the maximum is $817.36 per month. The higher amount for those 75 and over reflects the permanent 10% increase that the federal government introduced in July 2022 specifically for that age group. That increase has been maintained and is fully in effect for your May payment. These amounts are reviewed and adjusted quarterly based on the Consumer Price Index, which measures inflation. This is called indexing, and it is one of the most important financial protections seniors have against rising costs eroding the value of their fixed income. OAS amounts can never be reduced by indexing. If inflation drops, your OAS stays exactly where it is. It only ever goes up or holds flat. The GIS, the benefit too many eligible seniors are not receiving. There is a third benefit that far too many people either do not know about or have never applied for. It is called the Guaranteed Income Supplement, or GIS. The GIS is a non-taxable monthly payment added on top of your OAS specifically for low-income seniors. And here is the part that needs to be said clearly. Hundreds of thousands of eligible Canadian seniors are not receiving GIS right now simply because they never applied or because they did not know they qualified. To be eligible for GIS in 2026, you must be 65 or older, be a Canadian resident, already be receiving OAS, and have a low annual income. The income thresholds for 2026 are as follows. For a single senior, your annual income must be below approximately $22,056, not counting your OAS, to qualify for at least partial GIS. For a couple where both partners receive OAS, the combined income threshold is approximately $29,136. For a couple where only one person receives OAS, the threshold for the OAS recipient is approximately $50,848. These thresholds have been adjusted for 2026 based on inflation indexing. If you are living on CPP and OAS alone and your income is modest, please take 10 minutes and check whether you qualify for GIS. You can do this through your MyService Canada account online or by calling 1-800-277-9914. The maximum monthly GIS payment for a single senior in 2026 is approximately $1,086. That is more than $1,000 extra every month, completely tax-free. For people who qualify, this is genuinely life-changing money. For groceries, medication, heating, and rent. If you have a parent, a grandparent, or a neighbor who is a senior living on a fixed income, please share this information with them. GIS does not come automatically to most people. You have to apply, and every month you wait is money permanently lost. The OAS clawback, understanding the hidden reduction. This is a section many seniors do not hear about until it is too late. It is called the OAS recovery tax. Most people know it simply as the OAS clawback. Here is how it works. If your individual net income for the year exceeds a certain threshold, the government starts recovering, clawing back a portion of your OAS payment. For every dollar of income above the threshold, 15 cents of your OAS is clawed back. For the 2025 tax year, which affects your 2026 OAS payments, the clawback threshold is $93,454. If your net income was above that amount in 2025, you will be required to repay a portion of your OAS in 2026. The government does this automatically by reducing your monthly OAS payments throughout the year. The clawback is fully phased in, meaning you receive zero OAS. If your income reaches approximately $154,753 for seniors aged 65 to 74, or $160,696 for seniors aged 75 and over. Most seniors reading this are not anywhere near those higher thresholds. But if you have significant RRSP or RRIF withdrawals, rental income, investment income, capital gains, or a generous workplace pension on top of your CPP and OAS, it is worth checking your net income carefully. If you have been affected by the clawback in past years, talk to an accountant or financial advisor about income splitting strategies, TFSA withdrawals, which are not counted as income and therefore never trigger the clawback, or the timing of your RRSP or RRIF withdrawals to manage your taxable income more efficiently. This is money that is legally yours. With the right planning, you do not have to give it back. The CPP enhancement and what it means for you. In 2019, the federal government began gradually enhancing CPP. This enhancement has been rolling out in 2 phases and continues to affect current and future retirees. If you are still working and contributing to CPP after 2019, your eventual CPP benefit will be higher than it would have been under the old rules. The enhancement is gradually increasing CPP from replacing 25% of your average work earnings to eventually replacing 1/3 of those earnings. For people who are already retired and receiving CPP, the enhancement does not directly increase your current payments. Your amount was locked in when you started collecting. However, there is one area where the enhancement does affect current seniors directly. If you were still working part-time after retiring and contributing to CPP, you may be eligible for what is called a post-retirement benefit, or PRB. This is a small additional monthly amount added to your existing CPP because of those extra contributions. If you worked even a few years after starting CPP, it is worth checking whether you are receiving your PRB. Many people are not, simply because they do not know it exists. Your My Service Canada account is the best place to check this. What to do? If your May 28th payment does not arrive or looks wrong. Step 1. Wait until the morning of May 29th before taking action. Deposits sometimes post overnight, and a same-day absence is not necessarily a problem. Step 2. Check your My Service Canada account online. This will show you the payment that was issued, the amount, and the date it was sent. If a payment was issued but has not appeared in your bank account, the issue may be with your bank, not with Service Canada. Step 3. Contact your bank first. Ask them to confirm whether a direct deposit from Service Canada is pending or has already posted. Sometimes deposits are held in processing for 1 business day. Step 4. If your bank confirms they have received nothing from Service Canada, call Service Canada at 1-800-277-9914. Have your social insurance number ready. They can trace the payment and tell you exactly what happened. Step 5. If the amount looks wrong, do not simply accept it. Ask Service Canada to explain the calculation clearly. You have the right to request a formal review of your benefit amount. If you disagree with their decision, you have the right to appeal. This process is free, and you do not need a lawyer to do it. Common reasons a payment might be incorrect include a recent change to your marital status that was not updated with Service Canada, income reported to the CRA that affected your GIS eligibility, a banking information change that did not process correctly, or a calculation error on Service Canada's end. All of these are fixable, but you have to make the call. Why direct deposit matters and how to set it up. If you are still receiving your CPP and OAS payments by physical check, it is time to switch to direct deposit. Checks can be lost. Checks can be stolen from mailboxes. In bad weather, Canada Post delivery can be delayed significantly. If you are traveling, visiting family, or spending time in hospital, a check sitting in your mailbox is both a financial and security risk. Direct deposit means your money goes straight into your bank account on payment day, securely, automatically, without you having to go anywhere or do anything. Setting it up is free and straightforward. You can do it online through your My Service Canada account by calling 1-800-277-9914 or by visiting a Service Canada center in person. All you need is your bank account number, your institution number, and your transit number, all of which appear on the bottom of a check from your checking account. Once direct deposit is set up, it takes 1 to 2 payment cycles to take effect. After that, your money will arrive reliably on every payment date going forward. Your remaining 2026 payment dates. Here are the confirmed CPP and OAS payment dates for the rest of 2026 so you can plan the year ahead. June 2026, Tuesday, June 26th. July 2026, Wednesday, July 29th. August 2026, Wednesday, August 27th. September 2026, Tuesday, September 29th. October 2026, Wednesday, October 28th. November 2026, Tuesday, November 26th. December 2026, Wednesday, December 22nd. Note that December is earlier than usual. The government processes December payments before Christmas to ensure seniors have their money for the holiday season. Mark December 22nd on your calendar now so you are not caught off guard expecting a late month deposit. The 5 most common mistakes that cost seniors money. The first is taking CPP too early without thinking it through. Taking CPP at 60 instead of 65 means a permanent 36% reduction in your monthly amount. If you live to 85 or 90, that early decision cost you a very significant amount of total lifetime income. If your health is good and you have other income to live on, waiting even a few additional years can dramatically increase what you receive over your lifetime. The second is forgetting to apply for GIS. GIS is not automatic for most people. If you are low income and have never applied, you may be leaving over $1,000 per month on the table. Apply as soon as possible. Every month without GIS when you qualify is income permanently lost. The third is not reporting changes in marital status. If your spouse passes away, if you separate, or if you begin living with a new partner, your benefit amounts can change significantly. You must notify Service Canada of these changes. Failing to do so can result in receiving the wrong amount and being required to repay overpayments later. The fourth is ignoring pension sharing. If you and your spouse both receive CPP, you may be able to share a portion of your CPP retirement pensions with each other. This is called pension sharing, and it can reduce your overall tax burden as a couple if one of you is in a higher tax bracket. It is worth looking into with a financial advisor. The fifth is assuming your benefit amount is correct. Service Canada processes millions of payments and errors do occur. If your payment amount ever seems off, ask for a clear explanation of how it was calculated. You are entitled to that explanation, and you have the right to appeal if you believe a mistake was made. Your My Service Canada account, the most powerful tool. You have the single most useful resource available to Canadian seniors for managing CPP and OAS benefits is the My Service Canada account, sometimes called MSCA. Through this free, secure online account, you can view your CPP statement of contributions, which shows every year you contributed and how much. You can see your estimated CPP retirement pension at different start ages. You can view your current OAS and GIS payment information, update your banking details for direct deposit, change your address, view your payment history, and apply for certain benefits online. To access your My Service Canada account, go to the official Service Canada website and look for the MSCA login. You can sign in using a GC key, which you create yourself, or through your bank if it is a sign-in partner. If you are not comfortable with computers, ask a trusted family member to help you set it up, or visit a Service Canada center in person where staff will assist you at no charge. Your action plan for May 2026. 5 things you can do today. First, write down May 28, 2026 and check on that date that your deposit has arrived. Second, log into your My Service Canada account or call 1-800-277-9914 to confirm your expected payment amount for May. Third, if you are not receiving GIS and your income is modest, check whether you qualify and apply today. Do not wait. Fourth, if you are still receiving paper checks, set up direct deposit this week. Fifth, share this information with a senior you care about, a parent, a friend, a neighbor. Your retirement income is not just a number. It is the result of a lifetime of work, and you deserve every dollar of it on time and without confusion. If you have a question about your CPP or OAS that you have never been able to get a clear answer to, write it in the comments. Every comment is read and responses are given. This community exists to make sure every Canadian senior has the clear, reliable information needed to protect their income and their peace of mind. Subscribe to stay current every time something important changes with CPP, OAS, GIS, payment dates, or benefit amounts. When updates happen, you deserve to hear about them first, clearly and completely. Smart Pension Canada.